Your patio looks plain and boring, your window boxes are empty or dying, and here's the truth, it's not your fault. Most people pick flowers that take weeks to bloom, wither in the heat, or need constant fussing. You've probably tried before and been disappointed. But here's the good news. There are 15 proven flowers that explode with instant color, thrive in pots and window boxes with zero drama, and transform your outdoor space in one single afternoon. We're talking cascading blooms, vibrant hues, and nonstop beauty from spring through frost. Welcome to Plantify Daily, where we turn your plant struggles into quick wins. Today, we're counting down the top 15 flowers that deliver instant patio and window beauty. No waiting, no guesswork, just immediate wow factor and low-maintenance glory. If you're ready to finally have the colorful outdoor space you've always wanted, smash that like button right now and subscribe for daily plant tips that actually work. Let's dive in. Plant number 15 is Scaevola, also called Fanflower, is your secret weapon when everything else is wilting in the summer heat. These tough little plants produce masses of unique fan-shaped blooms in lavender, blue, pink, or white that just keep coming. They trail beautifully over window box edges and thrive in blazing full sun where other flowers give up. What makes Scaevola perfect for instant patio beauty? Zero deadheading required. The flowers are self-cleaning, so you get continuous color without lifting a finger. They tolerate drought like champions once established and handle heat that would fry most annuals. Plant them in full sun, water moderately, and watch them spread into a cascading waterfall of fan-shaped blooms within weeks. One quick tip, they can get leggy midsummer, so give them a light trim to keep them full and bushy. The payoff, effortless trailing color that screams, "I have my life together," to every neighbor who walks by. Plant number 14 is Coleus, the electric foliage explosion when blooms aren't enough. Coleus is the game changer you didn't know you needed. Forget waiting for flowers, this plant is the show with leaves in neon pink, burgundy, lime green, orange, chocolate, and electric combinations that look hand-painted. They grow fast, fill containers instantly, and create jaw-dropping focal points for shaded patios and north-facing windows. Why Coleus for instant beauty? Because you get maximum impact the moment you plant them, no bloom wait time, just immediate explosion of color. They thrive in partial to full shade where flowering plants struggle, making them perfect for covered patios and shady window boxes. They're incredibly low maintenance, just pinch off flower spikes to keep the foliage bold and water regularly. One caution, they love moisture, so don't let them dry out completely or they'll sulk, but the reward? Living art that grows fuller and more vibrant every single week. Hummingbirds and butterflies love the flowers if you let them bloom. Plant number 13 is Bacopa, a pure white or pink cascading perfection. Bacopa creates that soft, romantic spillover effect that makes window boxes look professionally designed. Tiny white, pink, or lavender blooms blanket the trailing stems in a cloud of color that softens harsh container edges and adds graceful movement. What makes Bacopa ideal for instant window beauty? It's a fast grower that fills in gaps between other plants almost immediately, creating that lush, overflowing look in days instead of weeks. It thrives in partial shade to full sun and tolerates both heat and cooler temps beautifully. Bacopa is wonderfully forgiving. It doesn't mind if you forget to deadhead and bounces back quickly from neglect. One thing to watch, it prefers consistent moisture, so check it regularly during hot spells. The benefit, that picture-perfect cottage garden look with almost zero effort, pollinators adore it and it blooms non-stop until frost. Plant number 12 is Fuchsia, a dangling jewels like nature's chandeliers. Fuchsia turns your hanging baskets and high window boxes into something magical. The exotic two-toned flowers dangle like tiny ballerinas in shades of pink, purple, red, and white, creating an instant focal point that stops people in their tracks. Why is fuchsia perfect for instant elegance? Because the moment you hang it, you have sophisticated beauty, no waiting period. These plants come loaded with buds and bloom continuously all season in the right conditions. They prefer morning sun and afternoon shade, making them ideal for east-facing windows and covered patios. Fuchsias love cool roots and consistent moisture. Deadhead spent blooms to encourage even more. One caution, they're sensitive to extreme heat and drying out, so they're not desert plants, but in temperate climates or shaded spots, pure elegance and hummingbirds will visit daily like clockwork. Plant number 11 is marigolds, a bright, bold, bug-repelling happy heroes. Marigolds are the ultimate no-fail flower for instant patio cheers. Those pom-pom blooms in fiery orange, golden yellow, and rusty red scream summer and require almost nothing from you. They're the plant equivalent of a best friend, reliable, cheerful, and always there. What makes marigolds instant patio winners? They grow incredibly fast from small plants, blooming within days of planting and continuing nonstop until frost. They thrive in full sun, tolerate heat and drought like champions, and actually repel pests like aphids and mosquitoes, making them functional and beautiful. Plant them, water occasionally, and forget about them. They'll reward you with bold color all season. One quick note, remove spent blooms to keep them looking tidy and encourage more flowers. The bonus, they're non-toxic to pets and bring butterflies to your space while keeping the bad bugs away. Instant curb appeal for zero drama. Plant number 10 is impatiens, a soft glowing color where others fade. Impatiens are your answer to shady patios and north-facing windows that never see sun. These cheerful flowers bloom in soft pinks, coral, white, red, and purple, creating glowing pockets of color in dim spots where most flowering plants give up. Why impatiens for instant shade beauty? Because they come packed with blooms and keep producing non-stop without deadheading. You literally plant them and walk away. They fill containers fast with lush green foliage and hundreds of delicate flowers that brighten dark corners instantly. They prefer partial to full shade and consistent moisture, making them perfect for covered porches and protected window boxes. One important caution: avoid impatiens walleriana in areas with downy mildew. Choose New Guinea impatiens instead for better disease resistance. The payoff: effortless color in the toughest spots where sun lovers fail, impatiens shine. Plant number 9 is bidens, a sunny yellow fireworks trailing filler. Bidens is the cheerful, carefree trailing plant that fills every gap with golden sunshine. Also called Apache beggar ticks, these daisy-like yellow blooms on wiry trailing stems create instant fullness and movement in containers and window boxes. What makes bidens perfect for instant impact? It grows incredibly fast, spreading and trailing within days to create that lush, overflowing look. It thrives in full sun, tolerates heat and drought beautifully, and requires zero deadheading. The flowers just keep coming. It's basically a plant designed for busy people who want maximum beauty with minimum effort. Water it when dry, give it sunshine, and it explodes with golden blooms. One tip: it can get rangy, so pinch it back mid-season to keep it bushy. The benefit: instant happiness in plant form. Butterflies and bees love it, and it pairs beautifully with purple or pink flowers for contrast. Plant number 8 is begonias, your secret weapon for graceful continuous blooms. Begonias deliver non-stop elegance with almost zero maintenance. Dragon wing and tuberous varieties produce masses of blooms in pink, red, white, coral, and yellow, creating instant sophistication in shaded or partially sunny spots. Why begonias for instant patio transformation? They come loaded with buds, bloom continuously without deadheading, and tolerate both sun and shade depending on the variety. Dragon wings are nearly indestructible, thriving in heat and humidity with glossy leaves and cascading blooms. Tuberous begonias offer dinner plate-sized ruffled flowers that look expensive but are. They prefer morning sun or bright shade, moderate water, and that's it. One caution: they don't like wet feet, so ensure good drainage or they'll rot. The reward: lush, graceful blooms that scream, "I know what I'm doing," with minimal effort, plus they're deer resistant. Plant number 7 is zinnias, a cheerful daisy-like happiness in a flash. Zinnias, especially compact varieties like Zahara, are the instant gratification flower everyone needs. These cheerful blooms in every color imaginable: pink, orange, red, yellow, white, purple. create an explosion of daisy-like happiness in full sun containers. What makes zinnias instant patio stars? They grow incredibly fast, you'll see blooms within weeks of planting, and they keep pumping out flowers until frost. They're heat and drought tolerant, thrive in full blazing sun, and attract butterflies like magnets. The Zahara series is compact and perfect for pots and window boxes, resisting mildew better than older varieties. Deadhead spent blooms to keep them tidy and encourage more flowers. One note: they need good air circulation to prevent powdery mildew, so don't overcrowd. The benefit: bold, cheerful color that brings pure joy every time you look at it. Cut them for bouquets and even more blooms appear. Plant number 6 is Salvia, a tall, fiery flower spikes for drama. Salvia brings vertical drama and intense color to your patio in an instant. Those tall spikes of brilliant red, purple, blue, pink, or white flowers create stunning focal points and add height to container gardens. Why salvia for instant impact? Because it grows upright and bold, adding structure and drama the moment you plant it. It thrives in full sun, tolerates heat and drought beautifully, and blooms continuously with minimal deadheading. Hummingbirds and butterflies swarm it, adding movement and life to your space. It pairs perfectly with trailing flowers like petunias or verbena for a layered look. Water moderately, give it sunshine, and watch it grow. One quick tip: remove spent flower spikes to encourage fresh blooms and keep it looking sharp. The payoff: instant architectural interest and color that makes your patio feel professionally landscaped, with almost zero effort. Plant number 5, spreading waves of nonstop color. Verbena, especially trailing types like superbena, creates those gorgeous cascading waves of color that make containers and window boxes irresistible. Clusters of tiny blooms in purple, red, pink, white, or bicolors blanket the trailing stems, creating instant fullness and movement. What makes verbena perfect for instant beauty? It spreads and trails fast, filling containers and spilling over edges within days. It thrives in full sun and heat, tolerates drought once established, and is virtually maintenance-free, no deadheading required for most varieties. Verbena blooms from spring until frost with almost no help from you. It's the ultimate set-it-and-forget-it trailing flower. One caution: some varieties are prone to powdery mildew in humid climates, so choose resistant types like superbena. The benefit: effortless cascading color that pollinators adore, instant curb appeal, and compliments from neighbors. Plant number 4 is lantana, the ultimate heat-loving superstar. Lantana is the plant that thrives when everything else is melting in the summer heat. Those colorful clusters of tiny blooms in orange, yellow, pink, red, purple, and multicolor combinations create instant tropical vibes on your patio. Why is lantana the instant heat-loving winner? Because it actually loves brutal sun and drought, getting more beautiful the hotter it gets. It blooms non-stop without deadheading, grows quickly to fill containers, and trails beautifully over edges. Butterflies and hummingbirds can't resist it, turning your patio into a pollinator paradise. Plant it in full sun, water occasionally, and it rewards you with months of bold color. One important caution: lantana is toxic to pets if ingested, so keep it out of reach of curious cats and dogs. The payoff: instant tropical beauty that laughs at heat waves while other flowers give up. Plant number 3 is calabricoa, a million reasons to smile in tiny jewel blooms. Calabricoa, lovingly called million bells, is the miniature petunia that delivers maximum impact with minimum size. Thousands of tiny petunia-like blooms in every color: pink, purple, orange, yellow, red, coral, white, blanket trailing stems in an explosion of joy. What makes calabricoa instant patio gold? It comes already covered in blooms and keeps producing millions more, literally, without any deadheading. It trails beautifully, filling hanging baskets and window boxes with cascading color almost overnight. It thrives in full sun, tolerates heat beautifully, and is incredibly low maintenance. Just water regularly and feed occasionally. One quick tip: it prefers slightly acidic soil, so add a bit of fertilizer designed for acid-loving plants if blooms fade. The reward, that overflowing, professionally designed look instantly. Hummingbirds love the tiny trumpet flowers and you'll love how easy they are. Plant number 2, geraniums, the bold, cheerful punch your space needs. Geraniums are the classic patio and window box staple for one simple reason: they work. Those vibrant clusters of red, pink, salmon, white, or coral blooms on sturdy stems create instant old-world European charm, the kind you see in pictures of Italian balconies. Why geraniums? For instant transformation? Because they come packed with blooms, require almost zero maintenance, and keep flowering for months. Zonal geraniums offer bold, upright blooms, while ivy geraniums trail gracefully over edges. Both thrive in full sun to partial shade and tolerate heat, drought, and neglect beautifully. Deadheads spent blooms to keep them tidy, but honestly, they'll bloom even if you forget. One note: they prefer drier soil, so don't overwater or they'll rot. The benefit: instant classic beauty that never goes out of style, deer-resistant, beginner-proof, and endlessly cheerful. Your patio will look like a European postcard. Plant number 1 is petunias, the undisputed queens of instant patio magic. Petunias, especially wave and supertunia varieties, are the absolute champions of instant, effortless, nonstop patio and window beauty. These powerhouse flowers deliver more blooms per square inch than almost any other plant in every color and pattern imaginable: solid, striped, ruffled, trailing, mounding. Why are petunias the ultimate number 1? Because they give you everything. They come loaded with blooms and keep producing nonstop until frost. They trail dramatically over edges or mound beautifully in containers. They thrive in full sun and heat, they're drought-tolerant once established. And most modern varieties are self-cleaning, meaning zero deadheading required. You literally plant them and enjoy months of explosive color with almost no effort. They fill containers fast, cascade over window boxes like waterfalls, and transform boring spaces into showstoppers overnight. One quick tip: feed them every couple weeks with liquid fertilizer to keep the blooms coming strong. The payoff: instant patio paradise, maximum beauty, minimum work. The plant that makes you look like a gardening genius even if you've killed every plant you've ever owned. And there you have it, the top 15 flowers that solve the no instant beauty problem once and for all. No more waiting weeks for blooms, no more watching plants shrivel in the heat, no more boring patios and empty window boxes. These 15 proven winners deliver immediate color, effortless care, and non-stop wow factor from the moment you plant them. So which flower are you planting first? Are you going classic with geraniums and petunias, adding drama with salvia and lantana, creating shade magic with impatiens and begonias? Drop your favorite in the comments below. I want to know. Cherry blossom. If this video helped you finally create the colorful outdoor space you've been dreaming of, smash that like button, subscribe to Plantify Daily for more daily plant inspiration that actually works, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a quick win. Your patio paradise starts today, not next month, not next season. Today. Welcome to instant beauty. Now go plant something amazing. Hibiscus.